Your current car is good enough, and this is absolutely true because you bought it in your right mind.
Patrick's Garage.
Grab your snack, welcome back. And of course, you get your own car in clear memory. As we can guess, each car was created for transportation. And considering all this, we can think that your car, we can suppose that your car suits for your needs. So we're gonna suppose that it's so. But if it was so happens that you're not satisfied your current car right now, then will be little disclaimer that good things goes from bad things also, like old rusty probably crappy car. You never going to be welder with new car if you have rusty car. This is bad car, never buy them. Rust bucket is a rust bucket. But you want to learn how to working with welding machine. So I never going to welding anything because I have old rusty car and I welded it with welding machine, so I get knowledge. I learned how to using welding machine. This is a very interesting and pleasurable welding metal, melting metal. I like this. And as we understand that we get repair experience when we repairing something, you're never going to repair new car if it works perfectly fine. So this is bad car, worn old bad car. This is source to get knowledge. Yes, we should admit that we're lazy. We're never going to do anything if we don't have to. Now, if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please do. Click the subscribe button and notifications bell so that way you can be notified as soon as I upload new videos about car repairing. Sure, you're not gonna get repair skills from new car if you have no neediness to repair your own car. If you want to take mechanic skills, if you're inclined to repair something, all kind these deals will be very useful source for repair, for experience of repairing something, for learn mechanisms, for learn electronic, all things in car you can learn if they broken. If you're not satisfied your car, you can't blame the car. Marketing tricks of sellers which selling new cars? Probably you can. You can blaming them. Now, if you really like my videos, please share it with your friends. And in a lot of cases, we naively believe that if we bought new, fancy, expensive, beautiful looking car, then people will like us more. People will like us more. Oh no, in a lot of times they will be just jealous. And keep in mind that what you have in old cars, you hardly found in modern cars. Yes, of course, a lot of guys don't want to messing with old cars. They think that will be more easier to go and buy a new car. They don't want to do anything with car. They want to pay mechanics if they have a lot of money. This is affordable for them. And we know that new cars very expensive. Yes, you can split the payments and paying for car a lot of years. But more than this, yes, they're expensive, but you spend a lot of time for choosing appropriate car which will be better for you, useful, comfortable. It's not easy to find car which suits for you and go for years to deep debts paying for new car. Which reason to buy new car? I don't know. But I know that they buying new cars, especially ladies, like driving new car shining. I know. Ladies really like new cars. Just for example, let's say cars from 60s. I think average man can repair old car from 60s. They very easy. They have mechanical ignition. They have carburetors. Nothing difficult to repair, and minimum electrical equipment which should work properly, because not too much electronic, but they should work properly all the time. If you have old car, will be better to maintain this car to and keep it driving using this car decades. But in olden days, cars was more better. Not only they was more simpler than now, and yes, this is plus for us for repairing car. This is not so complex electronic. You can repair old car by own hands. There is no arguing that. Now really hard to find car which will be the same quality as they was decades ago. So there is no reason to buy a new car if your car in good working condition. If you counting all the money which you will spend for new car, and you can understand how a lot of gasoline you can buy for this money, and a lot of parts you can buy for this money to maintain the car, and you have no needless to go in deep debts to pay for new truck, for new passenger car. Even considering all this, we continue to believe that new car will bring happiness for us. Modern cars nowadays cars very complex, and more often when something go wrong, they bring an anxiety. All in modern cars computerized, and you can't figure it what wrong in the car. You see the city lamps, and you can't completely figure it what wrong without special fancy tool, very expensive equipment, and you never got enough understanding when something wrong without special equipment, without computers which reading all these faults which inside the computer, and really hard to realize what wrong. Computer never going to say you that it wrong. It even can't imagine that it wrong, but it can be wrong, and it never going to say about that it wrong. And what you feel happiness? You feel helpless when anything wrong with modern car. You can't understand what wrong without mechanic, with fancy special tools. And now in modern days, very hard to find mechanics which we can trust. I have a lot of bad experience of communication with mechanics which sometimes can't understand what wrong with electronic. And one important moment, you never exactly know, is it serious problems or maybe there's something easier. So they can cheating you. This is great opportunity to milk you. When this is easy problem, they say, "Oh, this is wrong completely. We want to rebuild your transmission. Hey, see on your magnet, this is metal so you see you can't continue driving. This is wrong condition. We want to rebuild your transmission. We want to rebuild your engine." You know, and your old car you able to repair by own hands, and this is not so difficult as if you want to repair your modern cars. You can't repair your modern cars without special equipment, without special tools, you know. And old simple car good enough for transportation. Your car good enough. You can repair it. You can maintain. You know your old car, and your choice was done in right mind. So your car can last long period of time. You just want to maintain it. You know. And I'm not ready to spend a lot of money for new car. I never going to be ready to spend a lot of time for new car, and you want to go to find a car which will be better for you. You spend time for that. Even if you have a lot of money, you want to spend money, you want to spend time for process of buying this car and waiting car. Maybe they have, this is not cars in their storage, so you will wait car which you want. And I know that in modern cars, I never can find this car which satisfied my expectations about car of my dreams. I know that car which I'm using today, which I'm using every day, really good for transportation for me, for my family, for my stuff in the trunk. I like when car with a big trunk, you know. I want to put a lot of stuff in the car and I have a lot of room inside, you know. In modern cars, not a lot of room, especially in the rear seats, you know. This is glass nowadays. Taxi drivers using front wheel drive cars, subcompact cars, I don't like. I like rear wheel drive car. If you sitting on the rear seat row, will be better. Rear wheel drive more comfortable for rear row passengers.